Pakistan's effort to disrupt the G20 meeting in Srinagar is intensifying. Now, intelligence reports warn that terrorists are being briefed to cause as much trouble as possible, including live hostage situations before and during the meeting, which will take place on May 24. Apart from using terrorists, Pakistan has begun using overground elements in its propaganda offensive to deter foreign participations and ensure they have second thoughts. The intelligence reports claim that the terror outfit Jaish-e-Mohammed is planning to enter a multi-storied building and hold residents as hostages either before or during the G20. The intel report further warns that madrasas can be used by terrorists to launch attacks on security forces. It's not just Jaish-e-Mohammed. Khalistani groups are inciting Kashmiris to block Srinagar International Airport in order to sensitize G20 delegates. The Khalistani toolkit, it comprises mass emails urging G20 ambassadors to boycott Kashmir summit. With the provocation, the security forces have intensified night patrolling in Srinagar. My colleague gets you the ground report.
Night patrollings are being intensified across the Srinagar city to ensure the smooth conduct of the G20 summit in the Srinagar. My BJ Shafiq will show you these exclusive visuals on your screen that the security forces comprising of CRPF as well as the J&K police, they are ensuring that the vehicles are being thoroughly frisked to ensure that there would be an eye on every suspect. In fact, you can see the commuters are being thoroughly frisked. The vehicles are being checked thoroughly to ensure that the conduct of the international summit will be on a peaceful mode. In fact, this particular space, this particular location is just meters away from the SKSCC International where this G20 meeting is going to be held, and you can see that the security forces are ensuring the three-tier security cover that was promised by the J&K police. In fact, the anti-drone equipment to be pressed in collaboration with the National Security Guard and Army, while as the J&K police chief has clarified that there would be no restriction to remain in force anywhere in the day when this meet will be on the track. In fact, the rumor mongers to be faced very strict actions. Now clear on your screens that the security has been intensified across the Srinagar city to ensure that the summit will be peaceful. Now in terms of the security as well as to the other measures that the J&K administration are ensuring, that has been put in place. The final touch to the G20 summit has been given. Now the countdown begins just 48 hours after this particular location. The meet is going to begin, and the J&K administration as well as the LG, the police, they are ensuring that every possible measure and every preparation have been put in place to ensure that this working tourism group meet of third will be on a very track, and this will be the beneficial for the tourism boost in the Kashmir Valley.
Right. For more on this, we have Pradeep Datta on the phone line. Pradeep, this is the first major international event in Jammu and Kashmir since its special status was scrapped in 2019.
Yes, you're absolutely right. One, this is after 38 years, the first international event, and the first after abrogation of Article 370. So that's why it's a very big event, and this has completely rattled Pakistan and Pak proxies, and they know that once these international delegates were there in Kashmir Valley, their fake propaganda, their false narrative which they have set up that all is not well after abrogation of Article 370 and that alienation theory that they had been trying to push, that will get completely punctured and that will be completely dismantled, because these international delegates, once they will be sitting on the banks of Dal Lake and they will be part of that meeting, they will get to know that how things have really changed. And people of Kashmir Valley, they want tourism, they do not want terrorism. Already we have seen the youngsters of secessionist movement also. And that's what my colleague was also saying. The government has made it clear that there will be no restriction on this particular day. There will be a normal moment, because there are certain people who are trying to say that how the Kashmir will be turned into a garrison town. Nobody will be allowed to move there because they want to manufacture normalcy. Nothing of that sort is going to happen, because people are looking ahead to this meet. They know that these are all countries who had been in the past issuing negative advisory, asking their citizens not to visit Kashmir Valley because of ongoing violence. But now they themselves will be coming over to this place, and they're sure that their negative advisory will be lifting, and all these international delegates, they will act as ambassadors for India and Kashmir, and will ask more and more people from the country to visit this place. and how situations really on the ground has changed. It's not only going to give rise to international tourism, but it's going to further give a flip to their economy that has been completely shattered because of Pak-sponsored terrorism in recent past. And Pakistan cannot see peace and prosperity because that is one thing that they can't swallow. And that's why they are feeling a kind of a heartburn, and they're trying their level best, sometimes using their proxies, sometimes using their stools like Six for Justice, and sometimes asking people to boycott this because they had started already a false and fake propaganda on the social media. But all has failed.